Hello, everyone, and welcome to Jeunesse Live. I'm your host, Keziah J. It is Saturday, April 8th, 2017. If you're watching from hangouts.jeunesseglobal.com, be sure to leave your questions, comments, and feedback in the sidebar. And if you're watching from Facebook Live, leave your comments below. Joining me today, I have our President of North America, Meredith Burkich. Hi, Meredith.
Hello, great to be with you as always, Keziah.
I love having you here. Thanks so much for joining. And also we have our project manager for our app, Jmobile, one of the shining stars of our programming department, Ryan Meikle. Hi, Ryan.
Hi, Keziah. Thanks for the introduction. It's good to be here with you both.
Very good to have you. And guys, today, super excited to unveil the brand new Prospector tool available inside of the Jmobile app. And today, you're going to learn where to find it and how to use it to impress your prospects and appeal to their interests. So very exciting show for you today. Make sure you stay tuned. Before we get started, some events and happenings in your global market. Today, in Brazil, we are celebrating a 1-year anniversary. So congratulations to everyone who has come upon this beautiful new Jeunesse Arena. There's 17,000 people in attendance at the former site of the 2016 Rio Olympics. So very exciting news there. And then, of course, if you would like to support Jeunesse Kids, please visit our Facebook page, facebook.com/Jeunesse Kids to make a donation. And then we have our new Bringing Hope trip coming. So it's not too late to give back or be a part of that, but there is limited space. So please be sure to check your back office for more information. And then tune in every Tuesday night. We have a special edition of our North America Education Series. And this week, Dr. William Amzalog, the fabulous Dr. Amzalog, is going to be joining. So check your email for more information on how you can tune in live. And then finally, there are events happening all over the globe, but I'm really excited about Amsterdam. Our regional convention is coming to the Netherlands in this beautiful city. There's still time to get tickets. You are going to see our Zen brand ambassador, Mark McDonald, who will be launching Zen Fuse and Prime. Myself and Yolanda Halston will be there to launch our wonderful, fabulous new product, Envy. So very exciting. That's happening April 28th through the 30th. Make sure you get your tickets now before the event sells out. And of course, again, check JeunesseGlobal.com for our events calendar. There's always stuff happening all around the globe at any given time. So stay tuned. Today, I'm really excited to have my dear friend, one of my mentors, our President of North America. Last week, we featured our General Manager, Brett Webb of the US, and just working with her and her team is so meaningful. I love the project. The Prospector tool that we're going to be talking about today has just been really fun to work on. It's going to be very meaningful to you in your business. And so, Meredith, I just want to invite you to share with the audience some of the top wins that are happening in your North America region.
Well, thanks for the opportunity, guys, Keziah, and thank you everyone who is with us today on this Saturday or joining us later on the replay. It's always just an amazing opportunity to connect with you and kind of share just all the wins and give shout outs to all the internal teams that are working so hard on your behalf. To grow this company and to help you be successful each and every day. And yeah, no, it's been a whirlwind of a quarter as we kind of wrapped up Q1 here at corporate. I mean, we really focused on customer initiatives in the first quarter. We have obviously added an amazing new product line with Envy, opening up a $60 billion cosmetic market, just adding it to our Look Young, Feel Young, Live Young campaigns here at Jeunesse. And so having that made available here in the United States and Canada and Puerto Rico and Bermuda, really, really a great opportunity. But we also launched, of course, in working in collaboration with the global team, a global initiative, which is, of course, Jeunesse Preferred. So again, setting up a benefit and a cost savings and convenience to joining in on a monthly auto ship. And so getting that set up for the customers was a big win. We also had some great packages that we put together in North America as well, and a customer acquisition program that we make available to the Sapphires and above, to collaborate with us in corporate community advertising. But then finally, the last one really was going on the road tour where we met with over 2,000 distributors, across both of our countries here and introduced them to Prospector. And it's interesting because the beauty and the magnitude of what has just happened in the past 3 months really has been just a testament to the inner collaboration here at Jeunesse Corporate. I mean, everybody from communications to marketing to R&D, to the development teams to, legal and compliance. I mean, everybody, comes together and just helps all of these drive across, because again, building a legacy is not something you do just one-on-one. You do that in the collective effort of a bunch of very talented, passionate, and dedicated individuals. And so that's what we have right here at Jeunesse. So again, shout out to the team here and across the world that's helped us to get these initiatives across the goal line. And then, of course, for Prospector, which we're focusing on today, is really, the big initiative. And we're having such fun here in the home office because we have our Vive Jeunesse second meeting here right down the hall with all of our Spanish-speaking communities coming across from North America, coming together and, celebrating what's happening in Brazil today and looking at the photos and watching what's going on, because they too, with just the release of the J-Kits in Spanish and Chinese this past week, are really, really getting connected. And Prospector is really the ultimate connection tool. So what I'd like to do is just kind of go ahead and start about what it's all about by kicking off the PowerPoint so that we can, walk through some slides and see, again, what is it that we're trying to accomplish here with Prospector. The Prospector tool is really the brainchild of a lot of people that have been working on making Jmobile a very functional app that is going to help people succeed. In the past, we've had, oh my goodness, our talented marketing department, creative, they have over dozens of fabulous videos available in Jmobile. There's a way to send them in Jmobile to track, the interest levels of the customers that they're sending them to. However, what really was this missing link was a very informative, not only tutorial, but a plan, a pathway, a success path to help them be successful. And so, why we need it, of course, is because the new person comes in, and while we may have just a complete repository, library of amazing, resources, award-winning resources that have been created, it's okay, but what do I do with them? How do I make this work? And so here we kind of looked at it, how does this empower the brand new person and help them be successful? And the beauty of Prospector, of course, is that's exactly what it does. It helps them take the, how do I talk to this person? I'm so afraid. I don't know what to do. I don't want to do it wrong. And it takes all of the guesswork out of it. And so as we move from that and we say, all right, here's the why it's been created, now, really what is it? And again, it's an app that you can use the minute that you go in, and Ryan is going to go ahead and show you how to make sure that you download it. So you make sure that you have it in right there on your phone. It's a business and on your phone. You go ahead and you click on it, and you're going to be able to have a whole open group of tutorials that again will help you to win at this. So that's really what the whole Prospector is about. As we look at, again, its functionality is to connect. It really is all about connecting with the distributors so that they can actually, that they can actually win at this, because it's available now. It became available yesterday. It's accessible. It's compliant messaging. It gives them, the recommended actions that they need. And again, it sends very casual, editable text, which really was our objective when we sat with a team of people and Ryan, and we brainstormed about, the phraseology that was going to be going into this. We wanted to feel like you were just, talking to your buddy. You're sending it to your BFF, and that it wasn't kind of that awkward speak that people do sometimes when they're trying to market. It's just like, hey, oh my gosh, thought of you, check it out. And so you're going to kind of see that as you look through it, because again, it keeps it real. And that's really what we want to be about. Network marketing is about being authentic. It's about being real. And that's kind of the high level Prospector 411, as you're kind of moving through what it's all about. So then when we kind of go on how to get started, before we go into the tutorial here, it really is a 1, 2, 3. But, we talk so much in our business, in our profession, about the list, the infamous list. If you look in your J-Kit, of course, which this complements magnificently, when you go and you take a look at the guide to social selling, you'll see who do you know and where do you go? And that obviously is the step to compiling your most, critical business asset, which is your contact list. And so when you get started in Jeunesse or re-engage in Jeunesse, you want to remember that list, your contacts in your iPhone, it's really a living, breathing resource for you that should always be updated with the newest phone numbers, with the newest contact information, notes, birthdays, things that really connect you to your people. So you want to confirm, of course, that you have the best information and keep it moving. Always be updating, revising, deleting sometimes if necessary, your context, and understand what this means to you. And then, of course, when you go to download it, this is the step that actually Ryan's going to be showing you in a minute on your phone. And then, of course, all you need to do is it seamlessly works with Jmobile because it is, again, as Kasaya said, within Jmobile. So you log in using your exact same JOffice username and password. You have nothing additional that you need to know, that you need to do. And it really is getting started to use it. It is as easy as 1, 2, 3. So on the next slide, we're going to, like I said, we're going to kind of move into a tutorial mode here. And what you're going to see is it's about connecting a lead. So I'm going to turn it over to Ryan now. But remember, you have this great list of people. You have, your most valuable asset, your business asset, which again are the people that you have spent a lifetime, getting your team together, as it were, really of the team of people that you walk through life with, if you think of it that way. And now you're just trying to see how to connect them to this amazing new technology that really, takes Jmobile to a whole nother level. So Ryan, why don't you go ahead and give us a view into this amazing new resource for the globe?
Sure, thank you. So I'm sharing my screen. You can see it, I assume?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, perfect. So the first thing you'll do is you'll go to the App Store and you'll search for Jmobile and make sure you have the latest version, because that's going to be important to make sure you can use the tool. And so you can check the version number down here. You're looking for version number 3.1.3, and that'll be what you download. And once you open it, you should immediately see this new tab on the dashboard, and this is the new Prospector tab. And if you select this, you'll see that I have a bunch of leads here assigned to different paths. And you can treat this tab as a kind of agenda or a to-do list for the day. And think of it as this is how you work, or these are your leads that you have to work with, and then these are the tasks that you have to do with each lead. And you can easily track progress from this, and you can see exactly where each lead is along the pathways. Oh, that's strange. One second.
Well, and while you're working on that, Ryan, here we got so many calls. Hundreds of people are already participating in this, already, in Prospector, already, clicking on leads, clicking on videos. But one of the things that I think that as we were, watching the calls, watching social last night, deep into the night, was, some people were going to find it, and they thought it was going to magically appear. And to Ryan's point, you actually have to go to the store, and you actually have to, to make sure that you have the Jmobile app, but you need to update it. Because it's not going to just appear out of nowhere. And there were a few instances where with this new version, even after they went to the store and got it, it wasn't updating automatically. So we found that if you do have any challenges with it, what you need to do is actually uninstall. And then once you uninstall Jmobile, and of course you do that by just kind of holding down until it kind of starts to vibrate there on your screen, click the X, just delete it, and then go back to your back to the store again, your app store, and then upload it. And that way you'll have the most current version, because even if you can run this version on your phone, you want to make sure that you have the best functionality. And the best functionality, as Ryan's pointing out, is 3.1.3, for all of our iPhone users. So that just kind of gives you an idea of how it works.
Okay, so yeah, you can see exactly where each lead is along a path. So think of this as a sales funnel for Envy or whichever other product you're dealing with. And we'll recommend you actions as you proceed down the path. And you can see exactly where each lead is and easily track progress from this main dashboard. So if I'm working with Kasaya today, then I can see which action she's completed in green and which ones she hasn't, or we went another way, in red.
Nice.
So yeah, and the way that you'll be working with each lead is obviously from the My Lead screen. So you can search a lead that you're working with, and I'll search for William Scheller. And you can see that he's already assigned to the financial opportunity path. And from here, I can recommend him actions based on what we outlined for the financial opportunity. So I can take these actions directly from here and select do it, and it will give me that description that Meredith was talking about, this guidance that aligns with your JKit, and I can complete these actions. So very, very straightforward, easy to use, and you can see that personalized text, wow, I found a better way, with each lead that you're working with. So that's kind of a quick overview.
Awesome. Okay, thanks, Ryan. Okay, so let's get back to the PowerPoint. And by the way, this tool that we're going to be looking at will be available in your back office, so that you can make sure that you are able to go in there and say, "Wow, that went so fast! My goodness gracious! I'd like to go back and look at that again." So that again will be in your back office, and we'll be communicating where to find it when we post it on Monday. So to the PowerPoint we go. So I think, Ryan, as you were talking about, we were kind of looking through the view, change, or abandon your lead screen. Again, this is the tutorial that we're going to have for you available and talking about how it works. So Ryan, can you just kind of touch on a couple of high level, obviously time is short, so we want to kind of move through, but just help them understand what they're seeing.
Sure, on the My Lead screen. Sure, so on the My Lead screen, you have various actions you can take with your lead. You could always send a video, an email, or an SMS message to your leads, but what was missing was that guidance or descriptions for what to do, because you're faced with so much information that it causes choice paralysis because you have too many options. So what the prospector does is just it helps you figure out what's the best way to market Envy or Luminous or whichever products you're looking at. And from the lead screen, you can see the Assign New Path button on connecting a lead, and then from there you can select one of these paths and work with your leads towards marketing a product or enrolling them as a distributor.
Great. Okay, so basically what you're seeing here on the PowerPoint right now to all our viewers, and thanks again for tuning in, you can view or change or abandon your lead screen that he's talking about at any time. This is how you view the full path to see what's happening. On the next slide, what you're going to notice is that what are the recommended actions, and these are what is it that we are saying are the things that you should do in the pathway. Again, remember the whole purpose of this app is to take the guesswork out of it, because a brand new person, especially a person that's never been in network marketing, doesn't know what to do. And so again, as you select their actions, it's like, what are we recommending? And if we recommend multiple actions, of course, it's going to branch out, but you want to focus on one action at a time, and you can skip that at any time. Now on the next slide, what you're going to see is after we've recommended the actions to you is how do you perform it? And so Ryan, on the take action, they obviously run all through. It's always a constant take action. But what happens if I don't want to do that action?
Yeah, so it's pretty simple. If you don't want to take that action, you can select tap here at the bottom to skip. You can skip any step along a path and it will continue to proceed you down the path. However, if you want to edit the text that's going to go out, of course, that's completely up to the distributor. That's up to you. So we encourage that, and that's what this tool is doing. It's basically encouraging you to personalize your message and work with your lead on a really close level to make sure that you can lead them towards a sale or a new sign up.
Absolutely. And that's what you've done so beautifully. We love that you've made it very accessible, not only intuitive, but also, again, it's something that they can update it. What you'll notice on this screen is that as we're recommending the path, the recommended actions, you're also going to see that, there will be a description next to the action, that they can follow up with. So actually, when you do 1, 2, if you go back, Kasai, would you click back to the previous slide? Because I think this is important for them to see. If you look at the recommended actions there on your screen, you're going to say there are also some coaching tips. It's almost like you have, a friend in your phone who's giving you some ideas, and we're saying, hey, this is the time to share a sample. But as you can see on your screen, it says keep it casual. So make it natural. Skip the long product pitches until they've actually tried it. All you're trying to do, you're just messaging them something that's very, very simple. Hey, let's get together. I have something I would love to share with you, and boom, take action. And then again, it's suggested. And on the right-hand side of your screen, you're going to notice it says, I have a sample of Instantly Ageless for you. When can we get together? And that again is after you've already sent them, a really quick, compelling 2-minute video on, really watching your eye bags disappear right before your eyes. And it's like, hey, I've got some for you. Let's get together. Or of course, if you want to use, the online sampling program where you ship it to someone that's not in your area, again, right away, you go ahead and you make it available to them. So thanks, Kasai. You can move on to the next screen. So as you're looking at the 1-2 again, you view the recommended path. You take it and you repeat this every single time. You don't always have to keep going back and looking to see if it's green or it's red. We've actually very much simplified it. And on the next screen, you're going to notice that within the training, there is an example. And actually, I think, for the sake of time, we'll just kind of stick up to here. But this is showing you exactly what you do. So very quickly, show them how simple this is, Ryan.
Yeah, sure. So you select assign new path, and from there you'll receive a list of all of the different products or opportunity paths, and then you'll choose one. And then once you select actions, the button on the upper left section of your lead screen, you can select each action. You can see all the recommended actions that Prospector is giving you. So share envy with a video is the first one, and then from there you just select do it. And then you'll be provided that description or that guidance that is in line with the JKit and with all of our latest or most compliant material, and just make sure that everything.
Well, and what else, if I may, Ryan, because you put so much thought into it. Actually, Kasai, go back. I'm so excited. We could literally talk about this for 2 hours, but we'll lock it down. But on the previous screen, what you also noticed was, after you select that NV path, on the recommended actions, what we're doing is we're also giving the new distributor another opportunity to understand that while they selected that path, and if you selected envy, for example, it's gonna actually give you some buzz phrases, some taglines for you to remember when you're talking about the product that are, again, compliant. They're right on brand. That they've been edited and provided by the brand managers themselves of the product. And it says this lead that you're about to take this action with, they want to look young and they want to look photo ready. They want to reduce the impact of skincare products and what it can mean to your skin. They want a flawless, radiant version of themselves. I mean, that's really, and actually we've even edited those one more time to even make them more comprehensive. So that way we're letting them know, reminding them, is this the right path for this lead? So then they can say, no, I'm going to go ahead and bandit it, or I'm going to say, absolutely, I'm going to go ahead and I'm ready to move on. And then you go to the next screen and you see how that works, because when you get here, you click on it and look again at what we've done. Here is the video itself. And it says, I know you like to look your best. I saw this and I thought of you. Again, to Ryan's point, edit it all you want to, edit it all day long. And then you're going to go ahead and say, yep, do it. Just like Ryan said, click on it, boom, done. And then after they've done it again, he is recommending at this path that you go back and track the progress, by looking at it and say, well, did they watch a second of it? Did they watch 2 seconds of it? And then you can customize it. But we're going to assume when we say take action here that they have watched the video. So then we go to the next screen and we take a look. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Ryan, please.
Oh, and you'll know, of course, when, could you go back one screen? You'll know, of course, when they watch the video, because you'll receive a push notification saying that the lead has watched the video. So that works just the same as previous video campaigns did, and you'll know when your lead watches. You'll know when to follow up, and then you can have a back and forth.
Absolutely, absolutely. And this is so intuitive. And again, this is a lot of information in our very short time to get together. So you're going to want to go back and play with this and just go, wow, this is amazing, and start clicking around. And you'll figure out, it's very intuitive. So on the next screen, when we take a look at after you get that push, it's going to say, wow, was that amazing or what? But again, we're keeping the dialogue very natural on what you would actually say to somebody, rather than, some, crazy long, spiel on something that people are going, who's talking to me right now? This isn't my friend Kasaya. She would never talk to me like that. And so then as we move through, again, you get, all right, after they look at it, after they watch it, and it's time, and you want to talk to them, then it's about, okay, let's take action, and we're going to put them on either the preferred customer program where they become a customer, or we're going to say, you know what? They give you that option right there on leads is, do you want to talk to them about being a customer, or do you really feel like they might be interested in actually taking it to the next level? And then you can start comparing the benefits of being a customer versus a distributor. And if you'll notice on what Ryan's built here on the right-hand side, this is actually a distributor pathway, because now after you've led with the product, they're loving the product, they're going to try the product, they're signed up, as a preferred customer. Then all of a sudden it's like, okay, maybe we want to talk a little bit more. And again, the recommended actions here, you're going to be looking on, and what does it say? It says you're going to highlight to them the benefits of being a distributor, about, hey, and it isn't necessarily about getting your products for free. What it's about is saying, you can make some extra money, a few $100 a month, and then you can go ahead and buy, your products and not pay anything, just by sharing, with your friends about something you're passionate about. And so we want to make sure that they also have, kind of that lifestyle hint and piece of that in there as well. And so, we have another video where if you say, you know what, I think this person is ready to hear a little bit more about the distributor, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on take action, because right there it says I'm going to send them a video on what does your day look like. And then you're going to actually know what it is that you're looking for. So I think anything else you want to add there, Ryan?
No, I think you covered it. The only small thing is, each action is opening the door to communication. So when you send that personalized message, then you and your lead can have a back and forth, and then you can continue the path along based on what kind of feedback you received from that lead. So
very good. Good. Okay, so on the next slide, what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of get ready to wrap this up here. So we can kind of notice, where do we go from here once we have followed up on the video? We can send them another text. And again, we constantly have those recommended actions that give them advice on what to do. What did they think? Did they look at it? And again, we're just giving them those little prompts. And of course, they don't all say, was that amazing or what? This was actually a very early screenshot. So you're going to see some very cool updated messaging that's come since we designed this. Gosh, I was like a short week ago, and it's already improved. So even better. So next slide here, when we move on, you're going to take a look and you're going to see it's time, right? It's time to get them on the phone. And then we give them their last minute tip, right? It's ready to take action and call them, which of course the program will do for them. But on the recommended actions, we really want to, again, give that little bit of a coaching. This has been designed for people that have been very successful at this business. They want to make sure that you're prepared when you pick up that phone and hit that. They say the phone weighs 100 pounds for a brand new distributor, and it's true. And so we want to remind them, get your my story. What was it that attracted you to the business? What was your life before? What's your life now? Not only your 30-second elevator pitch, but of course your 1 minute and then your 3-minute, talk, so that you're really ready. But most importantly, we want to remind them one last time before they make that call, that think about what's in it for their prospect. Be prepared, again, to think about what's in it for them. Not what's in it for you, what's in it for them, because that really is the power of relationship marketing, is being able to show people that this is a better way for them, for whatever reason, again, will resonate with the person that you're prospecting. So we can go ahead and we can make that call, and on the next screen, we'll just kind of wrap it and say, there are a lot of tools. And if you just want to kind of close out your section here, Ryan, with, some of the other things that are available besides obviously just this hands-on prospecting piece.
Yeah, so there's email tracking, as you can see here in the stats, and as well as video tracking. So you can track engagement and see how many times they watched the video, the longest duration that they watched that video, as well as the email open percents. And you can also see this in your campaign stats, and that will give you more details on exactly which emails are working best for you. So
great, good. Okay, so again, in the J Cloud, as you're getting ready to look at this tool, where do I get it? Where do I find it? Here is the information. Here is how you apply it, and we encourage you. Again, this is available globally now. It is right now only available in English. We have lots of requests. Of course, it's available on iPhone. Your Android is coming out in just a few short weeks, probably by the end of the month. And then once we get that in and we kind of work through, we're using it in North America, and we're gathering lots of input so that we can make modifications and changes before we have this ginormous global focus, which we really will very, very soon, because again, this is for everybody that's in Jmobile. And then we're going to start looking at the languages that make the most sense. And we've got already the requests are pouring in for WeChat, and we have lots of things to do. But this is going to literally revolutionize how you do your business. And so as we look at what's happening in North America, right now, and what we've just released this week, Q2, we're shifting focus to distributor topics. In addition to, now that we've helped you empower to get all of your customers and all your ducks in a row, now it's time to start having some fun with our promotions. And so this last week, again, we've come out with 2 major initiatives, as other countries are around the world. The big expo tour, which is going to be phenomenal, first of its kind. You've got a way to earn your travel. You've got a way to earn your tickets, your hotel, with that promotion. And then, of course, in addition to that here, what you've got is we're also layering that on an Ignite Your Potential promotion where, if you think of it this way, I'm gonna start gathering customers. I'm gonna start bringing people into my business. I'm gonna start shooting for the expo promotion. I'm gonna start building out my cycles, getting all things going for that. And then in the meantime, of course, we know that you are going to start busting through the ranks. I mean, that's what happens. Work the business, move up the ladder, and you're going to be bringing your people along with you too. So we actually layered in strategically the expo promotion with an Ignite promotion, so that again, you have additional opportunities to grow your business and be rewarded, so that you can really see some tangible results of what you're doing. So we are so excited in North America. Keziah, thank you again for the opportunity to join you today and really have this audience. And wow, all our hearts and minds are on Brazil right now. We're so excited for our family in Central and South America right now.
Without a doubt. And while you're touching on that, it is a very exciting time for Brazil. It's a very exciting time for our Chief Military Officer, for Wendy Randy. Who, the Jeunesse Arena is a big deal. Like, major celebrities, musicians come through that arena, and to have our naming rights on it is an extremely exciting time for our Jeunesse family. And there's always stuff happening all over the globe, and that's what makes it so fun about being a part of a global community. Going back to the Prospector, this is something that our departments have spent a lot of time. These are your requests saying, hey, how do I talk to people? How can you give me a path to run on? Well, oftentimes we don't know what to say or what to do. And so laying out these actions, Meredith and team and Ryan has been nothing short of absolutely remarkable. So we applaud your efforts. For those of you who are asking questions, I'm just following along here. People are saying, okay, so no Android. Well, Android is coming. We don't want you to feel neglected. We don't want you to feel frustrated. 2 weeks. And I know, Ryan, you can speak to that from a tech standpoint. Anytime you launch something new, there are some things that you have to configure. We definitely want to get feedback, and then we can move into that next phase. So Ryan, just to reiterate to the audience a little bit about what they can expect for Android.
Yeah, absolutely. So keep in mind, there are over 10,000 different types of Android device models. So making sure that everything runs correctly on the same as like a S5 or an S7 or something like that, it takes some time. So we expect the Android version to be ready within 2 weeks, and you will be able to download Prospector on it soon. So be excited for it.
And Keziah, if I can, I just want to say one thing, for those of us that have been in network marketing for a long time, myself since 1990, there have been times, especially, with the advent of all of these new technologies, when a lot of companies, they launch it on Apple, and sometimes you don't see it available on Android for years. So, I mean, seriously, for years, as annoying as that is to your users, but I can tell you to have him say what he just said, that it is going to literally be, a couple of weeks before you're going to have it, with all of the complications of the mapping that's required, for the devices. I mean, it really is short of nothing of spectacular. So I don't want to let that moment pass, Ryan, how much we appreciate really the magnitude of those few words you just said and what that means to our community.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, and just to reiterate that, so what I want to explain to you guys is, if you don't see this in your device right now, which, by the way, it's not just for iPhone, it's for our iPads, our mini iPads. It's, you can find this on any Apple device at the moment. But Android is coming. But still, I want to show you again. I'm going to share my screen, because this is a great time to educate yourself. Because even if you don't have this available, this will teach you the steps to take. And so if you just go into the JCloud, sharing my screen here. If you don't know how to get there, you can access your JCloud under the J Tools. So if you look at this top menu bar here where it says J Tools, you want to click on that and you'll be able to open the JCloud. Inside of the JCloud, we have different libraries that are sorted by the style of content, the region the content comes from. So you want to make sure you look for the North America folder, and then you want to go into English. Like Meredith said, everything we do is rollouts. We sometimes translate into over 20 languages in Jeunesse, so stuff takes time, but this is where you can find find it. This Prospector FAQ is going to be really meaningful to you. I want to encourage you to download it, regardless of if you have it yet inside of your app or not. Go to your back office and get this, because these tools will help you get started. There's a webinar available in here where you can go and watch the video. Meredith, I want you to go ahead and share a little bit about that, what they can find in there.
Exactly. And so all of these will be rolling out on Monday and Tuesday of this week. And so, we've got everything taken care of. So we're basically the PowerPoint that you just saw. We have an updated version of it that we're actually loading into that at present. And so you'll actually be able to have a recording. It'll just have a voiceover on it. It'll take you through the steps again, just to give you that education. What is it? Why is it important? How do you use it? What are the ramifications? But I think that there's no better teacher, to be honest, with just getting in there and experiencing it for yourself.
Exactly. And just so you guys know, again, the Prospector is available inside of your Jmobile app. You can get it in the Apple App Store, and you can get Jmobile on the Google Play Store. So whether you have Prospector or not, you can definitely get Jmobile. So hopefully you're using this amazing, amazing tool to grow your business inside of Jeunesse. A couple of questions are coming through, Meredith, and I know it's getting a little bit late, but Jason, hi to everyone who is watching right now. I'm looking at your comments on Hangouts at JeunesseGlobal.com. So thank you for engaging with the show. Thank you for your questions and your feedback. Jason, hi Jason. He says, Meredith, where do we find the information for the different promotions?
Okay, so you should be getting them in your email. If you have not gotten email, because we send everything out, all the email blasts should be in your inbox. So if you don't have them, we always encourage you check your spam filter. We try to be very intelligent working with the communication department. They're awesome, about choosing what goes in there so that we don't get picked up, So again, another strategy to try to help, but a lot of times they just end up there. And so I know that in speaking with a member of Kasaya's team last night, we're going to be promoting them, but right now there's so many things happening. You're probably going to kind of see them spaced out a little bit. But again, check your inbox, because all e-blasts have been sent out. All the detail is found within them, and the attachments that actually outline the programs for you. But they're amazing. You spend this weekend getting familiar, because it's going to rock your world. It really is.
It definitely is. And I want to do one more screen share with you guys really quickly, because you have an e-blast in your inbox right now that tells you all about this tool. So if you want to know more, just check your email. Like Meredith said, check the spam folder, check your back office, because all of your e-blasts go into your mailbox inside of your back office. They also go into your mailbox inside of your Jmobile app. And so this is just a great way to familiarize yourself with the features and the benefit of this tool, how it enhances what we already have in place and complements what you're doing, and can really, really help you from a step-by-step standpoint, how to walk your friends, family, people and I always say, look, we are solving people's problems. It is not our job to sell stuff to people. It is our job to provide solutions to their problems. And that's exactly what we do. So some people want to be healthier and feel better, and they're not taking all the supplements that they need. Some people want to look flawless and camera ready with our brand new Envy product. And if they're already using a makeup, this is a great way to introduce them into something new. And some people do want an opportunity to better their lives for themselves and for their families, and we can show them how to do that too. And so the Prospector is going to give you a path to run on. Again, use your own creativity, use your own personality, be yourself, and just customize this to what feels natural for you, and use this in all areas of your prospecting. Use this in all areas of your business. It doesn't just have to be what walks you through and steps in an app. This is really a progression of correct ways to introduce people to your business. It's an excellent selling tool to learn how to find out what people's needs are and then what actions to take. They always say the fortune is in the follow-up, right? So
yes,
that is what I love so much about this tool, because it is, like you said, if my phone weighs 100 pounds and I'm a brand new distributor and I don't want to talk to anybody, maybe you do have the courage to talk to someone and they might be interested, but the timing might not be right. Or if you never follow up with them, how will you know? That's the story of my life, Meredith. I'm always like, can you email that to me? If I don't follow up with you, can you message me in 2 days? Like, that's me, because we're busy. We live busy lives. So this is a wonderful, wonderful tool to follow up. So Meredith, I'm going to turn it back over to you. Any closing thoughts before we close the show today?
Oh, I have so many, but let me just pick one. So I mean, I wish I could just like jump through the camera lens and just sit down and have a chat with everybody who is watching right now, because this is up to you. I talked to Ryan before the show today with Kasaya, and I said, the most important thing that we're doing here is building belief. And belief in our distributors, capturing our hearts and minds to understand that what is here at Jeunesse is so special. It's so unique. And we are passionate people. We are passionate about excellence. We are passionate about adding value, being a part of something bigger than ourselves. And you see that all through the corporate offices around the world. There are a lot of individuals being attracted to this because of Wendy and Randy and Scott and Isabel, everybody who's saying, I want to be connected with that. But we can't do it for you. We can't. I would love it if I could. I would love it if I could come and just empower you in any way possible. But we do it through the services that we provide and the tools that we create and the programs that we put in place and giving you our highest and best. But now it is absolutely up to you, because you're on this, you've taken time out of your Saturday to join, and now you've got to say, I need to really look at this and say, I need to have a plan, because having been around this a long time, so few and far between are opportunities like this. You may really never have in your lifetime another chance to be a part of something like this. And I say that with all sincerity, to you right now. But think about your 3-year plan at Jeunesse. Think about it. Visualize what your life could be like in 3 years if you would just set down, some clear objectives and goals for yourself. If you would dedicate some time, if you would remove the distractions, block out the noise, focus on forward movement and business building activities, but decide today that you are going to take charge of your future, and that you're going to look young, that you're going to feel young, and that you're going to live young with Jeunesse.
Perfect. I could not have said it better. So make the decision, spend some time learning your craft and becoming great at what you do. Again, I love the comments that are coming through, Meredith. I want to thank everybody who's been watching. Michael says, become a pro at inviting. He says, be the best you can, listen, learn, help, and lead. Great points. So for everyone who's commenting, thank you so much for watching today. Thank you for your feedback. These are wonderful. I'm sure Ryan and Meredith and myself will go through your comments. We want to definitely respond. We thank you for tuning in from all over the globe. We look forward to the translations that are coming. We look forward to rolling this out on a global platform. And we thank all of you who are using the tool to grow your business as well as your skill sets. And Ryan, thank you for taking time out of your weekend to come.
Thanks, Ryan.
And thank you for everything that you do inside of our programming department and for our company to just help us have these world-class tools. We do pride ourselves on our technology. We pride ourselves on these amazing tools that are exclusive to us, that we own. And so it feels good to have something of this caliber to be able to share. So we thank you for your time and your expertise. And for those of you who are watching, thanks so much for tuning in. As always, we wish you nothing but continued success in your business and your life. And we look forward to seeing you right here on the next Jeunesse Live. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Bye-bye. Thanks, Keziah. Thanks, everyone. Be well.